We have the start of the Arkansas-Oklahoma State Fair as well as the Format Festival.
Let's go ahead and get another check of your forecast. We'll bring back Robert Suhr.
So Robert, the morning commute going to be impacted by this rain?
Yeah, it could be on the wet side. The showers coming and going, rain of varying intensity, and it's just getting started. We said the overnight period would be the worst of it, and we're starting to see that rain really develop, and a pretty big slugger rain is just about crossing into Benton County right now. Southwest City, Missouri, which is just to the west of Knoll, getting really slammed right now. Sulphur Springs would be up next as this decaying thunderstorm slides through Benton County. So some very heavy rainfall, and you can see we've turned the lightning on here. There is some frequent lightning as well with this large cluster of storms, and very heavy rainfall, probably dropping a quarter to a half inch of rainfall as it slides through Benton County, which is why tonight is a severe night, because of all of the rainfall that's going to fall. Not so much for textbook severe thunderstorms, but the severe risks from the flash flooding and the heavy rainfall. This severe period should last through the morning commute, at least. If we get a severe storm, we might get one of them here in northwest Arkansas, just a marginal risk. Wind and hail would be the main threat. The much bigger threat, where they've had numerous severe thunderstorms back across central and southwest Oklahoma, where along the Red River they've had destructive severe thunderstorms. Nothing like that for us. Mainly a flash flooding and heavy rain threat, but can't rule out some damaging winds and some hail if we get a strong to severe thunderstorm. Right now, temperatures in the 60s across northwest Arkansas and in the 70s across the river valley. As we go through the rest of the night, you can see here comes that first wave of rain, but notice how the rainfall expands in coverage and the intensity of it picks up as we get into the overnight hours where most of us are asleep. As we wake up tomorrow morning, more rain is around and pivoting its way through, all because of an upper level disturbance. And you'll notice the rotation of a lot of this rain as it slides through. But by the time we get to the lunch hour tomorrow, I think a lot of it is finally starting to wind down. But streams and creeks will remain high because it takes time for 1 to 4 inches of rainfall to drain away into our drainage basins that we have into our rivers. So that's why we're concerned about the flash flooding threat and then the river flooding threat. We're now under a flood watch. This has been issued within the last hour for Benton and Washington County through 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, because the new model guidance is suggesting the axis of heavier rain will set up over our area tonight. 60s for our lows and then 70s for our highs tomorrow. Temperatures really not going anywhere because of the rainfall and the cloud cover. And this is just the first of a multi-course meal of rain that we'll be experiencing over the next couple of days. Hit or miss showers and storms almost every day. First day of fall looks wet as well. The autumnal equinox starts like 1:48 a.m. or around there Saturday morning. That's astronomical fall. And same thing in the river valley. Several periods of rain, lots of impact days for the rest of summer. Officially, we have an impact day for the rest of summer, guys. And then we start to dry out as we get into early next week.
All right, well, the U.S. Postal Service now accepting letters to Santa. The annual program, which helps kids in need have a great holiday, now in its 111th year. So kids can write a letter with specific details of what gift they want. The requests are put on a website, and then generous strangers can then adopt letters and send the gifts anonymously. They do need to be postmarked by December 11th. More than 25,000 wishes were mailed in last year. So Allison and I now joined by Meredith Mulkey, Robert Suhr. This question is for all of you. Have you ever written a letter to Santa, and maybe what are examples of some of the things you asked for?
You go first.
I'm sure I have. I don't remember it really. Probably in school. I feel like I wasn't doing it at home, every year. So I don't know what I would have asked for though.
Last year I wrote Santa for a Barbie dream house.
Did you really?
Yeah, just last year.
Just last year,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
You're never too old to write a letter to Santa. Right.
I don't think I've ever written a letter to Santa. If I did, maybe it was in, kindergarten, first grade like Meredith did, but I honestly do not remember. But I do know that Santa always gave all the gifts that I wanted. I never got a lump of coal. Never got a lump of coal.
So you were
from
always
Santa.
good. Always on the nice
Sure,
list.
I was.
You know, holidays are not far away. We're 5-6 weeks to Halloween.
I can't
9, 10 weeks to Thanksgiving and 14-15 weeks to Christmas.
In the span of like 2 weeks, we've gone from pumpkin spice to jumping over everything to write your letter to Santa.
They already have Christmas decorations out at Walmart. Kind of crazy.
I believe that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I haven't even got my pumpkins yet.
We haven't even gotten through football season yet.
Speaking of football, Meredith, what do you got coming up?
Yes, big game coming up for the Razorbacks. They're working to clean up some mistakes from this past game and get ready for a big SEC slate that they have coming up. We'll hear from the players right after the break.